Hi everyone, Jackson here. Welcome back to the daily endeavours for the 29th of December. As always, timestamps will be in the description if you want to reach a specific point or a specific endeavour. 10 seals, completing a quest, kill plants, plant creatures, pure water springs for alchemical plants, ultimate abilities, and a town in Cyrodiil. Avoid this one. I think these four are good. This one sucks ass. Mainly because you need to go to Cyrodiil. There's 3 towns on a campaign map. And the issue is, because of the dynamic of PvP and the fact that these are strategic locations that change hands constantly, sometimes it's just a pain in the ass getting here on some factions. Like, if you're Ebonheart packed on this campaign right now, for example, if you've only got Ebonheart packed characters, trying to get to these towns would take fucking ages. The amount of time it would take you to get to these, you probably get like half the other endeavors done in that time. So I do not recommend this one purely because of how unreliable it is. For 10 seals as well, it's terrible. Alright, so these 4 here, I think these ones are the better ones. So I'll go through a quest first. This one's probably one that I think everybody should do, purely because right now you can do the event quests and they give you tickets. So that's kind of something you want to do at the same time. So what you want to do is come to any of the event exchanges here. There's all these starting zones have one. The quickest one you can get to is the one north of Volkagard. You just go to this way shrine, you start with it, you just go north and you get here. There'll be a blue portal, you just go through that. This is if you haven't found the area before, because there's a way shrine that you can use to get here as well. The way shrine is right here. So the Khan's Grove Way Shrine also gets you here. So there's 2 quest givers. You've got Breda, and then you've got Petronius Galenus. They give you different things. Breda gives you a bunch of just festival quests where you got to do a bunch of random stuff. You know, as an example, one of them is to come to Eastmarch and like jump into the water a bunch of times and like warm yourself up. There's all sorts of random shit like that. These will generally be easier to get to if you haven't unlocked anything on the map, but I find the Petronius Galenus ones to be a little bit quicker if you've found stuff on the map. So some of these can be annoying. The one in Reaper's March is terrible. I don't think I've got anything in Reaper's March. No, I don't. So yeah, this one I want to do other stuff. Reaper's March is one of the ones you want the Way Shrine for. It's over here. If you've got this Way Shrine, it'd be good. I just want to see one thing. Can you get here via... Oh no. Oh, goddamn, I pressed the wrong button. I just want to check one thing real quick. Can you get to Reaper's March from Westfield? Yeah! Would you look at that? That is some real paying for convenience shit right there. Yep, what do you know? You're in, Oh, this isn't great either, though. Oh, hello. You're going on the water, I wonder. Here's the issue. There's a big fucking mountain range in the way here. Oh, I don't like these odds. I don't like these cliffs. Well, actually... Ah, yeah, okay. So you can use Gold Road to... You can use Westfield to get here a little bit quicker, I'd say. A little bit quicker, not a lot quicker. Taking off like maybe a minute or 2 from the track. Yeah, so you can get here via the boat swains from Oridon to Rolka, but it's just a little bit of a longer track, that's all. And once you get here, once you get the Way Shrine to the northeast over here, it's just easy from that point. It's like one of the quicker ones to do once you got that Way Shrine. Do this, do that, and then do that, and we're done. And now we just head back to Patronus at Khan's Grove. So yeah, before we go, just want to make sure we get this Way Shrine. Just be careful of the cats and the Durzogs there. These people are fine. These are friendly Imperials. Most of the Imperials in this area are hostile, but these ones aren't. Petronius, and just hand that in, and we've done a quest. And we've got our event tickets. All is good. Okay, so next up we'll talk about ultimates. Now this one, I know most people will probably just do some combat or something, maybe while they kill the plant creatures at the same time, and just cast a bunch of ultimates every time they're up. But there is a way you can cast ultimates very quickly without even using ultimate. One of the easiest ways is to use Sorcerer with Overload, because this is a toggle. So every time you toggle it, it counts as activating an ultimate ability. So it's really easy to use that to get your ultimate abilities done. At the end, I'll make a timestamp at the very end of the video going through the other options. But for the sake of this, I just want to get through the rest. There's a bunch of skills you can use that they have cast times, and you can cancel them before you use them, and it still counts as ultimate ability usage. So yeah, just I'll put a timestamp for that too if you want to find that. But yeah, very very straightforward. Wardens are also very similar to sorcerers with the bear. If you haven't got the bear out, if you summon it and then block while you're channeling the summon, you also can just spam it over and over and do it real quick. I'll go through all those options at the end. Yeah, just explaining that you can do this one very quickly, especially with a sorcerer. And they only need to be like level 10-ish to get access to Stormcalling 12, which is when you get your Overload ultimate. And obviously it's a skill point as well. Okay, 10 plant creatures. There is one place I suggest over anything else for this. It's an instance area, City of Ash 2. So I'll also put a timestamp in for getting to City of Ash 2 if you want to learn how to get here. It's quite easy. There's a bunch of other ways. Stranglers are going to be your main source. Spriggans as well. Spriggans can be found all over the place in places like Eastmarch and in Grantwood as well. You can also use lurchers. There's a lot of lurchers and Spriggans and stuff like that in Rootwater Grove here. There's also a bunch of Spriggans in Dillon's Mill, I think. Same thing with Valor the Guardian, stuff like that. There's lurchers in these sorts of areas. But yeah, I highly suggest using this instead, because there's 10 Stranglers in here that you can kill very quickly. And it's instant, so nobody else can come in here and take this stuff. You don't have to worry about other people getting in the way and stealing your kills. Not that you can get your kills stolen. If you attack them at all, it still counts. But yeah, Toothmore Gully is another good one, because there's 9 Spriggans and a Strangler for the group event. You can do that one too. Just a couple of options. So, City of Ash 2, what you want to do is come down here. Avoid all the enemies up there, there's no point fighting them because they're not plants. Be careful jumping down here, because if you jump too far forward, as you can see there, you hit the ground and it hurts. If you don't have the breakfall passive from champion points, you will not survive that fall. So it's good not to jump so that you fall into the water just there, which will break your fall and stop you from taking fall damage. But there's 2 there. There's another one here. These Stranglers count as plant creatures. Avoid the crocodiles if you can, because they don't count. There's another 2 Stranglers over here. Now when you aggro these guys, the crocodile will also aggro. There's nothing you can do about that. Just kill it alongside. These crocodiles aren't like they are in Way Restless 1, where they're tier 1 enemies. They're a lot weaker. Alright, so once they're dead, quickly run past the sentries here. Just be careful when one of them's crossing. And once you get over here, there'll be a group of 5 Stranglers that you can kill here. So this one's much quicker to do. So put in another ultimate. You could do your ultimate casting endeavor before you do this one. Oh, sorry, after you do this one. Make it a bit quicker. Or make it more margin for error. But yeah, so 5 plants there, you're all done. That's 10 plants. Easy done. And no one else will get in the way. You can just get in here, kill these ones, and go about your day. Don't have to wait for them to respawn and all that shit. Really easy. Okay, in order to get to City of Ash 2, you start at this way shown here, in Vocal Guard. You'll start this one by default, so you can travel here at any time. Alright, so you want to come to this section of the docks, just to the south of the Wedge Shrine, talk to Cyrodiil. I'd like to travel and go to Grantwood. Once you arrive in Grantwood, talk to her again. I'd like to travel and go Greenshade. Now, once you get here, it's a bit painful. The Way Shrine is all the way out here, but you travel there, and then you travel to this Way Shrine here. You could also talk to Cyrodiil again, go back to Grantwood, and just use the Way Shrine for Elden Root, which is a lot closer. It's just here, so you can do that as well. Either of those is fine. If you want a shorter track, I'd definitely go Elden Root, but whatever. We'll just go over here. You know, you could attack a guard and let them kill you. That might be quicker actually than riding over. But yeah, just you know, your choice. I feel like our characters would prefer just to travel. Except, it sounds like it would be painful. You're coming to this side of Marbrook, to this gate. Okay, now this bit is full of enemies, so my advice is just go straight past them all. So go up this way first, and then go this way, and you'll avoid most of the enemies down here. The enemies up top will not be able to reach you. That'll save you a lot of grief with all the fucking enemies down below. And once you're here, it's basically just a trek straight up this way. Couple more Heritance members here. You can avoid most of them. And then you go this way. Just look for all the burning houses. And yeah, it's just here. And when you get in, just go City of Ash, and then City of Ash 2, return to Ash. That'll take you there. And once you get in, you won't have to travel here again. You can just use Wayshrines to travel here directly. Okay, last one I'll talk about is collecting 8 pure water springs or alchemical plants. So, firstly, if you have any skill points on a character that you can run around with, you put them in Alchemy Keenar reagents. Especially in zones like this that is just green. If you're not familiar with how alchemy plants look, you're going to struggle finding them because they look like basically everything else around you. So, yeah, good to get that because it'll add like a shining effect to anything that you find, so you can find it easier. Because yeah, it can be quite painful trying to find these things in lush grass. You can also do things to your video settings, like turning grass to off, you know, because then if there's anything that you can actually pick up, it will still stay down. For example, you know, you've got these butterfly nodes that still stay there. The topic of butterflies, these technically give you alchemy reagents, but they don't count for the Endeavor, sadly. So any of these like insect nodes that you can pick up that give you stuff like torchbug thoraxes and butterfly nodes for butterfly wings, that stuff doesn't work either. It has to be plant-based, and it has to be like a natural node, and it can't be cloth-based ones either. It has to be alchemy ones. Mushrooms do work, but yeah, no flying insect ones work. Going near fresh water sources can be really good because you can find a lot of water hyacinth, you can find a lot of nernroot, and you can also find a lot of these like there's like little bit things of pure water. They show up as like little swirling effects. Now, I kind of came over here to try and have a look. I can't see any. These little splashing things, these are fish nodes, or fishing nodes. I'm just trying to see if there's any... Yeah, nothing in this one that I can see. Oh yeah, here we go. So yeah, this is the little glowing effect that'll come up. So you can see it looks a bit different in the water when you look at it. Yeah. As you can see, yeah, you can see it from quite far away. Now these are obviously easier to see because they're next to the water edge, but when you're trying to find stuff around like random places, it can be a lot harder. Especially for things like Blessed Thistle, Columbine, those things are so similar to the rest of the ground that yeah, it's just painful trying to get that stuff. See what I mean? This thing. Like not everyone would know that's a specific alchemy plant, right? So sort of have to be a bit vigilant on what you're looking for. So that's a cloth node. This thing doesn't work sadly, so yeah, don't bother with that. Now, some of the alchemy reagents you'll probably be able to see from far away because they'll be different colors, and that's something something worth thinking about when you're going to do this endeavor. If you're going to do this endeavor, go to a place that has sort of colors that aren't what you would normally, or what all the alchemy reagents tend to be. So, for example, Reaper's Marches is usually a good one because a lot of the like elsewhere as well, and Craglorn as well, because a lot of the some of the landscape is like it's not really just like green grass like this. It's like sort of more Saharan. Okay, so here's one. So you can see this probably because it's got the blue flowers. But yeah, you're looking for stuff like that, and sometimes you find a lot, sometimes you won't find anything. So it's good to check around, you know, trees, rocks. Usually not in towns, but there are some exceptions. In and around like little like natural stone sections as well. Heavy sacks don't count, sadly. Wow, that's a fucking huge one. So it's good to check like basically hug walls while you check around for alchemy reagents, because usually that's how you find like the mushroom ones and among other stuff. Oh, what do you know? There's a known route. So yeah, definitely my suggestion. Go to water, like sections of fresh water, like lakes and rivers and stuff, because you'll find a lot of water hyacinth there and a lot of known root. Sometimes there won't be anything because people have just collected everything there. Yeah, just definitely worth a look. And High Isle's a bit of a weird one because you've got these volcanic vents, and this section here looks like it would have a lot of stuff, but usually I come here and there's not much. So one last thing to go through is alchemy surveys. So you can get these from writs. Doing alchemy writs gives you basically a 10% chance to get a survey each time, and the surveys just give you a bunch of nodes here. The best thing about these is they're instanced. So as you can see here, this person's taking their version, but mine will remain because they're instanced. So it's another great reason to use these if you got them. Because you can just get 6 nodes out of the way, and you don't have to compete with other people for getting your nodes. Because the other nodes, other players will take them, and you won't be able to take them yourself. So yeah, these can be really handy. So just obviously you need to do alchemy writs. Sometimes these can be not worth it, if for like a profits sort of way, because you get things like you need mud crab chitin or violet copperness to give to the writ vendor to complete the writs. And those are quite expensive. And the ones that you get in return, because the way alchemy writs work is you give 3 of a certain alchemy reagent, and you get 2 lots of 3 back. But those 2 that you get back might be a lot cheaper than the one you give, so sometimes it's not sort of economically great, as far as I've found anyway. But yeah, if you've got any surveys of alchemy to use, it can be great. But just understand, if you don't have any other surveys left, I would suggest holding on to one if it's your last survey, because there are survey endeavors that come up, and if you don't have a survey for those, you can't do them. And those tend to be pretty good compared to a lot of the other endeavors out there. So if it's your last 1 or 2, I suggest holding on to them and just biting the bullet and looking around for other stuff. There's some good places you can find lots of alchemy reagents. A good place that I usually use is, as you can see, this section here with all the plants around. But obviously, it's your mileage might vary. Yeah, you've got this section here as well in Craglon with tons of stuff. I'm pretty sure this area here has a bunch as well. You just got to look around and know what to look for, sort of thing. And yeah, Craglon in general is just great. You've got all these alchemy spots here. Harvest Map is this add-on, if you want to know. So Harvest Map stores any node locations that you found, so that you can come back here if you want to have a look around to find some stuff. Alright, so while I'm out here in this character, I'll go through the ultimates that you can use, a couple of them. I'll also swap to a warden and show you how you do it on there. But all of these ones basically have the same sort of method to do it. So they've all got cast times, so you see cast time is 0.4 seconds, and the idea is during the cast time you block and stop the ultimate. But it still counts for using an ultimate ability, but you keep your ultimate so you can just keep spamming it. So I might fuck this up, but we'll see how I go. So you press R or cast ultimate, and then you immediately block afterwards. You can see there, that's how you do it. So you can do this with any skill that has a cast time. You can also use ones that have a cast time and a target, but ones without a target are better. So for example, Soul Tether? Yeah, Soul Tether. So Soul Shred. This one works as well for Nightblades because it doesn't need a target. So cast R and immediately block, and you'll stop it. Another good one, and a little bit better than these two, I think, is Lacerate, because it has a cast time that is a little bit longer than the other ones. So 0.4 seconds, 0.5 seconds. So you have a bit more margin for error to mess this one up, and you can still block and cancel it. So yeah. You can see my character blocking at the end there. So that's how you get that one done. So I'll just quickly swap over to a warden and show you that one. You can also do this on Templars, because they have Crescent Sweep, which is a cast time ultimate. You can do that one too. It has quite a short cast time though, so that one, not a lot of margin for error. And there's a lot more that you can use, but some of them require a target, like incapacitating Deathstroke, the unmorphed version for Nightblades, that requires a target. So yeah, some of those aren't great because if you use them on an enemy, you have to go out and find them, and if you use it on a NPC, if you fuck it up, obviously it's the what is that? Repercussions might be pretty bad. And for Wardens, it's exactly the same, except instead of a cast time of half a second, you have a cast time of 2.5 seconds. So it's practically impossible to mess this one up. So all you do while you're casting it is just block. And it will just stop. And obviously it'll get a bit loud, and people might think you're a weirdo, but yeah, very, very quick to do that one too. So Wardens, about level 10, you can get the Guardian, and then Sorcerer's level 10, you can get the Overload skill. So it doesn't take long to get these ones up, get them sorted, and doing this one. But yeah, these two classes, Wardens and Sorcerers, top dogs for doing the ultimate one very quickly. Okay, that's everything. Any questions for me, just put them in the comments. I'll answer you and help you out if you need anything. But for now, that's the endeavors done. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for your support as always, and I'll see you next time.